what's going on, everyone? It's Chris, and welcome back to some more predictions, recaps, and all that jazz for Survivor with my good friend Gocubs711.
You know, Phil, I think the other team really sports hard last night, and we sports hard too, but in the end, they just sports slightly harder than us.
Wait. I'm assuming this is some sort of reference to something.
Well, the NCAA final was last night.
Oh, I see. I didn't watch it. I was like, I wanted to see if
There was a lot of sports going on.
there's a lot.
And in the end, Duke won. And so it's proven that Smash Bros can predict the winner of an NCAA tournament.
Gocubs used Smash Bros to make his NCAA bracket, but 90% of it sucked.
Most of the bracket was shit terrible, but Duke made it to the end and won. So,
so there you go. Yeah,
all good.
There was a lot of sports stuff, including baseball. With the Mets.
Don't talk about baseball.
I know. Well, I know the Cubs didn't.
Don't
do well.
No.
But the Mets won. Hey,
Okay.
I'm talking. Hey,
Okay.
the Mets did
Okay.
well. That's what I'm happy about. All right. Anyways,
There you go.
welcome back to the Survivor recap, everyone. New music in the background that gets to play throughout the whole video. Thank God. Figured out a way to do that. All right. So, anyways, it's as if it was very technologically complicated. All right. So. Are we ready for our first day of the merge?
I'm ready.
I'm pumped.
I love the merge.
So last week, I'm reading the same article again. I want to shout out to Gordon Holmes for helping us with this recap because he's the one that helps.
Thanks, Gordon.
And he doesn't even know. All right, so last week, Shireen had to eat a little crow. Sierra was pulled to and fro. Mike let a challenge go, and Ronnie lost his favorite bro.
Fair enough.
This sounds like your type of guy, man.
Yeah.
So we kick off the evening's fun after last week's shocking tribal, with Joaquin being the one to exit, which was fucking awesome.
Very happy.
With Tyler congratulating the others on the blind side. So, he's being very polite. Now whenever you see the word blindside now, none of them fucking involved in football.
The word blindside, has almost lost all meaning to me. It's like it happens all the damn time in Survivor.
Well, yeah, I'm talking like all I think of is Michael O'Keefe and in the fucking football movie with the
It's Orr.
Sandra Bullock. God damn it! But yeah, there's so many twists and turns and blind sides when it comes to Survivor, so that word's just always used. So then Mike and Ronnie go off on a little walk, and Mike says he was worried that Joaquin was starting to play Ronnie. And Ronnie says that wasn't going to happen because he was acting and putting on his De Niro. He's so fucking Boston.
It's Robert De Niro.
He's so from Boston.
It's like if you took the entire city of Boston and shoved it up a douchebag's ass. That's Ronnie.
Jesus Christ. Alright. So then, the next morning, it brings news of the merge, and the final 12 are greeted by a catered lunch and new purple buffs.
It's very nice.
Which I don't know. They had blue, red, and yellow as their buffs. Why not just go like? I was thinking, like, just go white. I mean, why can't we just have a white buff?
But then that was white collar.
Oh yeah, true.
Has there ever been a white tribe?
I don't think so. I feel like it would be really interesting. I feel like it would be really interesting if they did like a white and black tribe theme. But this was kind of like a purple blackish. So I mean, I'll give it.
Yeah, I like the colors.
They're also told they'll be staying at Escamacca Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the guy notes here that there's still an idol at Escamacca Beach.
Right.
And was it in the preview where everyone was freaking out trying to find the idol?
Yeah, in the preview.
Yep, that's foreshadowing. So during the meal, the former Escamecians explained that Joaquin was booted because of his bromance with Ronnie. This worries Caroline because couples are targeted and she's very close with Tyler.
Right.
So, I mean, okay, so maybe I was looking at it weirdly before, because whenever I keep on saying that, I feel I was shocked by the way that she turned on Shireen and Max.
No, she was close to Tyler.
Yeah, because she talked to him about the idol from the beginning. So I can definitely see where that's up. So back at camp, there was no camp.
There was no camp.
I was shocked about that, because
Wow.
they usually don't do that. I felt like that was really interesting.
Yeah, they, like, completely had them start from scratch.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have that extra bit of... Well, it's good to show start of teamwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go. So then...
Or lack thereof.
And I'm sure Mike had, like, a boner throughout this whole thing. He was just like, yes, work, yes, all the work.
I gotta lift stuff. Yeah.
He got really excited, man.
I gotta pick things up and put them down.
Oh god, the Planet Fitness commercials aren't as funny as they used to
God.
be. But anyways, yeah, so Mike gets that whole experience, and like I'm pretty sure Survivor just gave him like the best gift in the world, that he gets to work even harder now.
Yeah.
So while Mike and God damn it. So while Mike and Kelly are rebuilding Mike's Fire Empire, they agree that the 5 blue players should stick together, which Kelly is definitely doing, since Mike even threw the challenge for Kelly.
Right.
And Jen and Haley see them talking, and realize that Kelly, she's not probably going to be with them, so oh well.
Nah.
So later Ronnie somehow makes an alliance with Will, Carolyn, and Kelly.
Yeah.
That guy came out of nowhere when that was announced.
Especially with Will.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it was a smart move on Ronnie's part, because Will is pretty much on.
Will's out of the 4 no collar. Will is definitely the outsider.
Yeah, and then you have Kelly, who I mean I don't know why she would be with Ronnie, but that was strange.
Yeah.
And then Carolyn's one of the stronger white collars that are left. I mean, there's only 3 of them. I think out of the 3 of them, that Carolyn's probably the most like the smartest right now.
Yeah.
The fact that I don't know. I guess you could say that
She's the brains.
Tyler's the sporty, athletic.
Tyler's the brawn.
and Shireen is.
Let's leave Shireen out of this.
Shireen's beauty. There you go. We related to last season.
I wasn't gonna relate her to beauty, but she does have the mental capacity in most of them.
Right. There you go. That works. So they're going to infiltrate the blue collars and kick them out before the Final Four. So Kelly, who's sworn that she's going to work for the blue collars, has now been pulled into this alliance by Ronnie to get out of the blue collars. That's not going to work out for you, Ronnie.
No.
You're going to make a power alliance with Will, but you're going to extend that to Kelly and tell her your plans to take down the blue collar. Yeah, it's not going to end well for you at all. So there's all these alliances and all these sub-alliances. The guy says, my head is spinning with all the alliances and sub-alliances and de-alliances and pre-alliances in the last 3 minutes. Some white collars should put together an organization chart. So next up, Dan is stung by a jellyfish in the fight.
Nice.
So Jen tells him to put it in boiling water. Oh, how it all puts together. And well, that only works if you have plantar warts, goddammit. Also, and Dan should consider staying out of the water because of his little pants fiasco.
Right. He's not good at pants. Pants don't work with him.
So the group starts discussing tribe names. And Mike wants to call it America.
No, he wants to call it America.
No, I said America.
Not even... No, but it's like not even the bastardization of it, where it's like America, just straight up America.
America.
How redneck can you get? Because like it's America, like Murica is city folk making fun of rednecks. America, Merica, is straight up redneck. This is literally the worst tribe name ever.
Shireen. Shireen is.
This is the one instance where I actually agree with Shireen.
Shireen hates it because it seems like a redneck way to say America. Dude, that's why we love it. America, fuck yeah. God damn it. So after the flag painting ceremony, Mike tells Rodney that he wants to target Joe again. Alright, so Rodney agrees, saying this is their make-up sex, and that he's putting up his hustle pants.
Nice.
And then Gordon says this guy's a hashtag machine. So I mean, that's pretty accurate. Hashtag makeup sex. Hashtag hustle pants. God damn it.
Wow.
Hashtag dinero. Hashtag Tom Brady. So now the immunity challenge finally comes
Liberty
up.
Bell. Wait, that's Philadelphia. Keep going.
The immunity challenge time. Players will climb up a pole and hang onto it. And the last person on their pole wins immunity. One
of the classic Survivor challenges.
Yeah, it was just simple, it's basic, it's a good way to start out the new...
And it eliminates half of them within 20 minutes.
Right.
I would be one of those first people off, not gonna lie though.
It's actually funny that you just mentioned Philadelphia, because Gordon now goes into Philadelphia here. He says, meanwhile, in Philadelphia, Gordon reaches into his Survivor joke file cabinet and removes a giant folder marked Survivor Pole Grasping Jokes. He then thinks better of it and puts it back. This guy. To be honest with you, this website is Comcast.net. It is the only good thing about Comcast. Is this guy right here.
Yeah.
His little review. So, we start off, and Dan, Tyler, and Will are out of it quickly. And Tyler forgot to congratulate the poll for eliminating him. God damn it. So then Sierra, Serene, and Kelly are out next. Oh, can I just note the fact that, like, when Will fell and Dan fell, Dan was... I think it was Dan that was just like, the two big guys out first, and Will was like, amen. And I was just like, these guys, they just can't shut up about their weight. I mean, not so much Will, because I don't think he really, like, brings it up that much. He knows he's out of shape.
No,
but, like,
Dan is like, I am fat.
I'm fat, man. Jesus. Like, I'm fat, but I don't really talk about it that much. So, actually, no, I do. What am I kidding?
Yeah, you do.
So Ronnie asks Carolyn if she's got it. She says she does, so he drops out. Mike's gone too, and now we're down to Joe, Carolyn, Jen, and Haley. So then Jen gets stung in a sensitive area.
That was like one of the worst things that could ever happen, especially with that kind of challenge.
Yeah, I don't know how she's held on for too much longer. So that was interesting. So it was all. Keep in mind, this was all No Collar and Carolyn. Left. So then Haley drops, and it starts.
Jen's still holding on. I was really hoping that Jen was gonna win because one, she's my pick, and two, like, that would just have been like really impressive.
Yeah.
But then she dropped.
Yeah, she dropped. Well, before that, it started raining, and I thought, how could they stage this any better? Have they watched?
I know.
Were they watching like the weather reports, and they knew it was gonna start raining? And I thought that was really interesting. So, and then last but not least, it's Joe and Carolyn, and then finally, Carolyn falls, and Joe amazingly wins immunity, which I thought was awesome.
He really needed that.
That was awesome. It felt so good to see him win. My heart was pounding the entire time because I want him so badly to go far.
Yeah.
So I think this was the week to win that immunity. But then the target switched from Joe to Jen back at camp. So now. Yep,
because they can't target Joe because he's got immunity.
The former Escamekas want to target Jen or Haley to get rid of a power couple. The plan is to tell Will they're voting for Haley, then to vote for Jen to see if he's loyal. Kelly thinks Carolyn will partner with them because she doesn't like the no-collars. Okay.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Shireen, Jen, and Haley want to target Kelly because they're worried about blue collar having the numbers.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, I don't know why they want to go after Kelly. To be honest with you, is it because that she's like the support that's so like that it's between like the white collar and blue collar?
I guess.
I mean, that's the only thing.
I don't know. That's a weird reason.
And also, this is when Shireen now has moved over to the no collar tribe, which I like. I feel like Shireen is gonna get more support over there than when she was with the white collars, because she was a little bit too kooky for for the white collars.
Definitely.
So now there was no talk of idols in the beginning there, and then all of a sudden at the very end, while everyone's saying vote for Jen, vote for Haley, vote for Kelly, Jen tells Kelly that they need to know who's being targeted so they can use her idol.
Yeah.
So there you go. That made me feel better inside. That was just like, okay.
That was reassuring.
Because I honestly forgot that she had the idol until she actually brought that up again, and I was just like, you had that mind. You were like the whole time when people were talking to Jen, you had like the smile on the face, like she has an idol.
Yeah.
I completely forgot, and she said it. I was just like, oh shit, that's right.
I was like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. So can I just say, when it comes to the merge, when it comes to Survivor in general, my favorite episode is the first day of the merge, because the tribal is always insane.
I can agree with that. It's a tie between that and the final challenge. The final challenge when it's not an endurance challenge.
Right.
The huge challenges are the ones that I always love watching.
Yeah, I just, but like something about the merge tribal.
The merge tribal is really good though.
It's really good, and yeah, some of the bigger challenges where you're just like, you don't know who's gonna be able to get like grasp that final 3 or final 2 spot. It's just it's ridiculous. So now we're at tribal council. Here we go. There's 12 people on this freaking merge tribe. I feel like there's
which is a lot.
A lot of people. I feel like that's so many more people.
I remember when it used to be 9 people would go to the merge.
Yeah, I feel like that was extremely huge for a merge.
They've been merging so much sooner lately.
Yeah, but
like they get 4 people out and then merge.
I think what the problem with it is that they want to like, I feel like they get the most television get the most ratings when the merge has happened.
Right.
That
makes sense.
I feel like the merge is really that big part of Survivor. I feel like one season that they just started merged, just the whole season merged. Why not?
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Just because they just have it from the very beginning, individual immunity, everyone's fighting for themselves.
And then for the final 8, they go on teams. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, imagine. you can only win Survivor now if you're together. You'll split the million or the 5. What is it? $1 million or 500,000? $1 million.
Oh,
right?
it's $1 million.
Yeah. So
500,000's Big Brother.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like that.
Speaking of Big Brother, like one of the, as soon as I said that, I just opened up YouTube on my computer, and there was like a Big Brother video.
Oh, there you go.
It had Joey on it.
Joey. So let's see. So Will jokes that things are so crazy that pros might be voted out. And then Kelly thinks that everyone is so nervous and nobody's safe. Joe says it's a game and there shouldn't be any hard feelings, says the guy with immunity. And then Will says his vote will tell people that he can be counted on. And it says the guy who promised everyone sandwiches.
Where are the sandwiches, Will? Never saw any damn sandwiches.
Tyler is trying to figure out where he fits in. Carolyn says that the line will be drawn tonight. Title of the episode.
That's true.
Shireen doesn't think she's a swing vote. That's a smart move. Let your allies know you're tight.
Right.
And then Ronnie claims that he doesn't know who has an idol. And then...
Foreshadowing.
it becomes the vote of the century. So,
Everyone goes back to vote.
everyone goes to vote, and no votes are actually shown, which Gordon knows.
That was so intense.
That's what made it even worse. And then all of a sudden, does anyone have an immunity idol?
Jen comes out, pulls it out, gives it to Jeff. The look on Rodney's face was so fucking satisfying.
Well, I feel like you got that first satisfaction when Joaquin was voted out with his
Well, yeah, that's
face like
true.
that, and then you got the second week straight
The second wave, 2 weeks in a row of fuck you, Rodney.
Yeah, exactly. So then the votes. Everyone votes for Jen. Everyone voted for Jen, except for Will, who voted for Haley.
Yeah, and I think the reason that they did that is I don't know, because my dad, I talked to my dad about it, and they said to see if he could be like trusted or something. By the other lines, they told him to vote for Haley, while they all voted for Jen because they still had all the votes.
Right. It was because they wanted to have that trust. So everyone was strong together with voting on Jen, though.
Yeah. And then
and then that got cancels out, but gets completely canceled out because of the immunity idol. And then there's 4 votes in favor of voting out Kelly. And Kelly is gone. Rip in peace, Kelly. And she really did not become a huge part of the game until
Kelly
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up until until the double episode, I think it was she became significant. And then the thing that made her significant was when she got hit in the head, and then from then on she was significant all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think in terms of her game, she was pretty okay.
Right. But that was honestly one of the best idol plays.
Yeah.
I've ever seen. One, because it saved her ass. I think the only one that I can say that would top it was when Malcolm had his immunity necklace and 2 other idols, and was like, "I'm safe. I'm gonna play these idols. These guys are safe. We're all voting for Philip." Or it wasn't Philip. Was it Philip?
I have no idea. I forget when that was.
I think it was the fans versus favorites.
Yeah.
And I think Philip was in that one, but he's like, "We're all voting for this person."
Wow.
And it was like if they didn't do that, one of them was gonna go home. Yeah. But that was just so balls to the wall. They didn't end up going much farther after that, but it was beautiful. It was
a great idol play. If you hear I don't know. For me, if I was on that island, the minute I hear my name, I would play that idol. I know that's kind of rough to do.
Right.
But if you hear your name going around, even the slightest, and you feel like it could definitely, there's a good chance it could be you need to play that idol because you don't want to risk it. And then, at least you have another life and another, few days to figure out what's happening and maybe get some people on your side. So, I don't know. So, I'm glad that Jenna played it. She deserves that. And now, we have the preview for next week.
Everybody's looking for the idol.
Everyone's looking for the idol, and Ronnie is apparently making this huge power move with Will. They're going to be...
Where he wants to take on Mike.
Yes. Essentially.
And I say that Ronnie's going to succeed, and that's my prediction for who's going home.
Mike is going to be going home. Yet again, another prediction against Mike.
Always
against Mike. I'm going to say that Ronnie, being the dunderhead that he is, he's going to get himself...
Mifflin.
His self-eliminated, and then Will is probably going to lead right out with him, depending on the situation and what happens. But
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens if it's Mike or Ronnie next week. Any other thoughts? What was the significance of your text? Because you said something about it being late, having to do with later, unless...
Well, you see, there are multiple different grades of steel wool. There's super fine, there's extra fine, there's very fine, there's just fine, there's medium coarse, there's coarse, and then there's extra coarse.
Quite like my sex life. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum.